John's kind of teed you up nicely there for us to talk about the platform. Quant's been selected as our technology partner to help bring to life these live pilots that John and Pete and Ryan have talked about. Maybe we can start with talking a little bit about the platform for innovation that we are going to develop, and particularly in your view, what is different from what we did, to John's point, in experimentation versus what we want to move into now?
Yeah, thank you. Gilbert Verdian, CEO at Quant. We're delighted to be here and help this institution project. It is real because of the criticality of what we're testing. So in terms of what the technology is bringing, there's three principles that we're working towards: uniformity, ubiquity, and interoperability. So from a uniformity, what we mean is a Lloyd's pound is the same as a Barclays pound, as a HSBC pound. It's uniform and the experience is the same. The banks can actually understand each other's money, which is what we've got today, as John said. From ubiquity, it's accepted everywhere. So it's integrated into the existing system. We're not here to turn every bank system off and put on a new one. It's here to integrate into what already exists, and that's everything from retail and wholesale, so from point of sale to faster payments to RTGS. And interoperability, of course, is choice. You know, every bank has a unique environment, having worked in many banks before, and you cannot force a bank to take a particular technology or a standard and retrofit it in a harsh way. It has to work with the bank's existing environment. So from an interoperability perspective, the choice banks want is to be able to connect their existing systems to the new layer, to the new settlement layer, and it works as an overlay. It's not changing the structure of the core backend. So from all of those principles, you know, what's different? In the experiment phase last year, what we tested were 58 different payment flows. We wanted to understand what's possible, and that was everything from RTGS to central bank money to faster payments, open banking to cards, and everything in between. And it covered 5 use cases, and it had a shared ledger in the middle, which the idea was every bank will use a shared ledger, and you'll have different segments of that ledger to your bank. And the challenges that we saw early on was this is not a one size fits all. Every bank is different, every environment is different. And the best way to bring this together is to abstract and orchestrate what banks want, what their environment is made of, and do that at a layer centrally as an infrastructure where banks can either bring their own technology to the platform and easily integrate so they can have uniformity across that. Or if they don't have that infrastructure in-house, then if they're a smaller bank or, you know, a credit union or whatever it is, they can consume that service centrally. So from a regulator perspective, everyone is on the same playing field, but everyone has the ability to differentiate through programmability. So you can have different types of products. You can compete on different features of different products, and it's uniform across the system. And what we don't want is the challenges of the past, where we had things like Cyrus, Maestro cards, and they only worked on cash machines with that logo on there versus the Visa Plus cards. That friction to end users is what we've moved away from, you know, for 20 plus years. So bringing all of this together and having that orchestration and that interoperability built in gives us the ability to do really interesting things, such as RTGS settlement, net settlement, and things that banks need as an interbank network. So a lot of work to do. A lot of design work is currently underway. But once this goes live, it should be quite seamless to the end user, because what you'll see is your internet banking or your mobile banking will have a new account, but all of this complex stuff happens in the background, which should be the way, because users don't need complexity.
I think that point is really important. We've heard Sarah Breeden talk about a multi-money world as well. That interoperability, both with the systems that we have today, the systems that we're building for the future, deposits, as well as new forms of money, like stablecoins, kind of making sure that the ecosystem can be inclusive, interoperable, but keep it as easy as possible for people to use the payment methods that they want, is absolutely kind of a core part of what we are thinking about. Mike, EY has been